What's happening? It's Jimmy Mack the Kingpin. Put a crown on my ink pen. And I'm rocking with BOOKINGTWTTV. You hear me?
What's up, Mac?
What's
Sitting
happening?
here with the legend, the real legend. Let me say it again for those who are out there calling themselves legends of the city. Real legend. And I'm also a fan as well.
Thank you, brother.
Jimmy Mack, you know, I go all the way back, man. I got what I know. I got the Don't Flirt with the Game, God Bless America, the album you did with The Nation, which a lot of people slept on. You know what I'm saying? They should have went and got a cop that, but I know people bias when they come to the bow tie and the suit. You know, I see, yeah. And but I don't got the new joint. I got to get that. But you know, I know Jimmy Mack from being consistent, being relevant, and always showing the city how to market with the videos, with the music, and also giving quality content music every time. So let's take it all the way back when Jimmy Mack first started, and let's bring it to the present.
All right. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for the long list of compliments and shit. You know what I mean? Because you know I appreciate all that. You know what I mean? For you to be able, for a person to create something out of nothing. You know what I mean? Or some thoughts. You know what I mean? And create something. Then to have other people appreciate it, that means something. You know what I mean? To the creator, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the fact that you like my work, you know what I'm saying? And whoever else like my work, I appreciate it. The legend thing, I appreciate that too, but you know, I may have said this shit in a song once or twice, but
that's my personal preference.
I've heard it. I've heard it from plenty of people. You know what I'm saying? They say that. You know what I mean? But I don't really, look at myself like that. Not truly, you know what I'm saying?
Let me break down.
I'm just doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
But let me break down why I say that. In the industry, right, on the national level, the mainstream level, they base that word off a body of work over a period of time. Not one album, not come back 10 years later with another album, but a consistent body of work year in, year out, at least every 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And from my day one of listening to Mac till the current, take it to the safe. If you ain't seen that video, go look. Yeah, take him to the safe. Go look that up on YouTube. You've been, like I said, consistent. You know, I don't have a Mac album where I'm just hitting the fast forward button. But I know new artists in the city who they one hot record, then you go pick the mixtape up and you're like, man, this is trash. They don't have that leg in them to be able to give you that 5-10 year longevity. So when I say legend, G-Stack, I say Jimmy Mack, I say those guys who've been around and they still been able to create. Rick Gill.
Yeah, that's my cat right there.
You know what I mean? Being able to still create and still show people that, damn, I may not be mainstream, but I'm still giving it to you. Showing the young guys how to do it. So when I say legend, that's what I'm basing it on.
Well, I appreciate it again, you know what I mean? And, if that's what makes you a legend, then I guess, again, I don't know what somebody might fast forward. You know what I mean? When they playing my CD, I hope they don't fast forward nothing. I hope, you know what I mean? That's what I'm striving for when I put it together. For you to love, like everything I do. You know what I mean? That's my goal. When I'm creating. But as far as the history, man, the history goes back a while, man. Years and years and years. I ain't scared to say I've been doing this a long time. You know what I mean? I will say I'm an OG at this shit right here. You know what I mean? And in the streets too. You know what I mean? For real, for real.
How much does that? Not to cut you off, but how much of street credibility and the stuff that's been done in the streets, how much does that play a part in the music? And is that even a relative part to say, okay, my music's tight because I've also been in the streets, but how much of that really plays a part?
To me, it means a lot, man. You know what I mean? To me, because I like to consider myself a real nigga. You see what I'm saying? But everybody's saying they real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about they this and they that, but they ain't though. You see what I'm saying? They not, man. And you know that. Why would I waste my time listening to you lie to me? You see what I'm saying? Like that Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? This man stole his identity from a nigga from LA. You know what I'm saying? A real street nigga. You see what I'm saying? That really did all the shit that Rick Ross rap about. You know what I mean? But you took this man's government name and said that's you, and then you rapped about his life. You feel me? Like you did that shit, nigga. That's fake, nigga. The music sound wonderful, but you's a fake motherfucker. You know what I mean? Whenever you get through with it. Now the industry might ban me, but I ain't really getting nowhere in y'all's industry anyway, so fuck y'all. You know what I mean? Excuse my language, but you know what I mean? If that's how y'all want to play the game, I don't give a fuck. But that guy's fake, man. You know what I mean? And you know, fake people, real people. Let me say this though.
Okay.
Let me say this. You ask how much does it play a part?
Okay.
Real people don't appreciate fake people. You know what I mean? Talking that real stuff. So you talking that real jazzy, woozy wah wah. You know what I mean? Then you run across some real cats. They gonna want to see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Now you in trouble. You know.
So let me ask you this, an industry question. You know how cliques and crews, everybody cool until everything start falling apart, right? And then when everything start falling apart, they say, "Oh man, he this and he that, he ain't real, he this and that." But you was cool with it when the money was rolling in and when everything was going good, but now everything that fell apart. Now you want to tell on this man. Now, how do you? What is your thoughts on that? People riding along if you saying Rick Ross is not real, okay. What about the people who are riding along with it and saluting your Jay-Z's, your Diddy's, and also other people who support not only him, but just artists in general who people feel aren't real, but they still support him?
I'm going to say this, because I thought about it, you know what I mean? Because I keep seeing Diddy tweeting about, you know, your boy's album. And I'm thinking to myself, so the fuck what, this nigga got an album coming out, you know what I mean? I'm not listening to the shit. You know what I mean? Why is you riding with it? But they are in a establishment, you know what I mean, where, you know, they had to do certain things, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, I seen Jay-Z in some skinny jeans. You know what I mean? You know, I'm sure there was some type of endorsement situation where, you know what I mean, he probably would have blew a few $1 million if he didn't put them skinny jeans on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, I love money, man. You know what I mean? I don't love money. I need it. You know what I mean? Because this is the system that this is how we live. This is how we survive. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta have that shit. You know what I mean? But there's some things you just don't want to compromise within yourself as a person. You know what I mean? To get some bread, man. Because there's too many ways to get some bread, man.
Now, what wouldn't Jimmy Mack do if a label head come to you, right? They say, hey, look, Mac, we like you, we want you, but in order for that to happen, Mac got to do A, B, C, and D.
I don't want to sit here and say, oh, I wouldn't do this. To me, I don't even like people who sit up and say that shit. You know what I mean? I know what I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'll keep that to myself.
Okay.
You feel me? I'll keep that shit to myself, man. You know, one thing I wouldn't do, though, I will say this, is act like I'm another motherfucker angry, say I'm Taj. You know what I mean? and I do interviews and rap about interviews. You know what I mean? I would, you know, I don't want to be no other man. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I know the real Rick Ross. Fucks with him. Salute, OG.
We're going to get in that too in a minute, because a lot of people don't know what we're going to talk about along with that. But go ahead.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I respect that man. Respect what he done and everything. If he gave me permission to say that I was him and do that shit, I wouldn't do it. You see what I'm saying? That's you. That's not me. You feel me? I'm me. I can only do me and be me. You know what I mean? And you know, whatever my my standards are, you know, what I will and won't do. That's for me as a man. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean. I won't go outside of, you know. But I don't think that that's something for you to sit up here and just air for everybody. You know what makes me. You know what I mean? Then people can work on manipulating you. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't nothing on that.